We're going to give this a shot. Welcome to the Simply Incredible Podcast. I am Daryl, a.k.a. The D, here with Peezy Inc.
What's up?
We are nearly live. At least we think we are anyway. We've been having issues with this all night. Well, 5-10 minutes now. So we think we got her straight. When somebody comes on, y'all let us know. What we're going to do tonight is, we did this little thing this past week called San Diego Comic-Con. We'll give a full detailed review, aka LineCon 2017.
Con 2017.
Where do you want to start? The plane?
Yeah, we can start with plane.
Let's see.
Your line coming in, going.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me be sure both our audios are working. I see yours is working. And mine. Okay. There we go. All right. So, we started out in Roanoke, VA.
Yeah.
And we had plane number 1. Peezy looked like he was about to throw up.
I've flown several times before. I've been to Hawaii, I've been to France. Never bothered me. This time, I was really nervous for some reason.
Well, the plane had to carry the weight of the D on there.
That's true. That's true.
I brought my ego with me.
I was going to say, you fit your head through the door, so we were all good.
Well, we had a hot air balloon then. So, and one of the first pictures I took, hold on, let me see if I can find this picture. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on here, but, because it'll be on my video later on. And, me, if you guys know me, I have a just stupid sense of humor. The crickets are deafening right now. Peezy, you're supposed to totally agree with my stupid sense of humor.
Well,
we're going to see. The first thing I took a picture of was what I lovingly refer to as the butt of a plane. See,
yeah.
You can see it. There's a plane butthole. I don't know if you guys can see that, but for some reason, on the plane, that cracked me up.
That's where the sun don't shine.
So, I don't know, that was funny to me right off the bat. And, yeah, we took that little plane with what I call, it had like 2 fans on there. They're not propellers, they were like little fans out there.
Yeah.
And nice chunks of turbulence going.
Oh, yeah, you feel every air pocket in the sky in this thing.
Yeah. I mean, there were times, it felt like on a roller coaster when you go over the hill, and your stomach kind of gets left up there as you're coming down.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, good gracious.
It doesn't stop for a couple seconds.
Mm-hmm. But, oh, no, that wasn't bad. Then we get on the ginormous plane, the real plane.
Yeah.
And we fly for, about 5 hours?
5 hours, yep.
Yeah. And then to San Diego.
Santiago.
And right off the bat, first thing I noticed, weather is awesome.
Yes, dude. Which I am highly surprised. I figured it would be much hotter than Virginia.
Yeah. I mean, in all 5 days, I think the high might have been 80 at the most.
Yeah, it was like gorgeous mid-70s all week.
Yeah, and I took a sweatshirt with me and stuff like that, thinking it might get cold later on. Oh, no.
Yep.
I think the low might have been 65.
Yep.
So, right off the bat.
Camp tonight, maybe it would have got cold. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a DC shirt. I just noticed you got the Spidey Goblin going.
Peter God.
So, right off the bat, that was good. Then comes the first little boo-boo we had. Taxi cab number 1.
Mm-hmm.
They took
Apparently
us
there's 2 DoubleTree hotels within San Diego in Mission Valley.
Yeah.
A section of San Diego.
Yeah. I mean,
and, of course, they took us to the wrong one.
That may or may not have been on purpose.
Probably. Oh no! $10 more for the fare.
I mean, granted, they were what, like 5 miles apart or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't very far apart, so it was like, yeah, we'll live there. Ain't no big thing. So then we get to our hotel. Great hotel.
Oh yeah, very nice hotel.
So if you're in San Diego, DoubleTree by Hilton in Mission Valley was absolutely phenomenal.
The Hazard Center one.
Yeah, Hazard Center one. Yeah, and it's got indoor, outdoor pool. It's got a nice gym, hot tub. It's got great amenities. Breakfast for the Comic-Con goers that registered with them. You got free breakfast every day, and the breakfast was good.
Yeah, really good stuff. All the service, all the wait staff, everybody was just awesome.
Yeah. So
nice little restaurant down there. You could hang out. Little fire pit outside if you wanted to sit outside for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we sat outside the one night, and I was like, "Where's the fire pit's not coming anytime soon? I'm going back and watch TV."
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't cut on. I don't know if you got to ask somebody to cut it off for you or what.
Well, maybe I guess it had to wait till it gets a little bit darker, I guess.
Maybe.
So yeah, that 3 hour time kind of threw a monkey wrench into my first 2 days.
Yeah, a little bit.
It was day 2. We were going to go do a bunch of stuff, and I just could not get adjusted. I don't know what it was. I mean, like all day long, I could not get adjusted.
So should we do this?
Yeah. I mean, the whole time I'm just thinking it's only 3 hour difference. I mean, imagine if I go like all the way around the world. I mean, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And
we're up first thing in the morning, 8 o'clock out here. It was 5 a.m. over there, so that made the day quite long.
Yeah, very. When we get home, we got back to the hotel one day at 12:30. I thought it was about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, me too. Like, day's over, right? Oh, it's lunchtime.
Joey Sanchez, hello. How you doing, buddy?
Joey.
So, day 2 was, really our first full day there. Did nothing.
Now, did we go to that shopping center on day 2, or was that Thursday?
We did get in there on that day 2 with all the the little two comic book shops in there, wasn't it? Or was it one?
Yeah, it's 2 comic book shops, and it was like an outdoor mall. I'd never been to anything like that. It was pretty cool.
It was really nice little mall. They had Barnes and Noble. No, not Barnes and Noble. Hot Topic, GameStop down there.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was only about a little under 3/4 of a mile away. So in that whole area, you had a lot of good restaurants in that area. If you train martial arts, you had a UFC gym right there, which
that's pretty cool.
I went over and I was gonna train the next morning, and yeah, that didn't happen. That did not happen at all. Memphis Dale, how's it going?
Never made it.
Yeah.
First 2-story Target I'd ever been in. That was wild.
Yeah, the 2-story Target, that was awesome. The cart story.
Yeah. Like, what do we do with the cart? I got a bunch of crap in here. We go upstairs, and you get there, and sure enough, they have a conveyor belt. You just push your cart into it, and just it meets you at the top of the escalator.
I was like, that was completely awesome. I've never seen that before.
Heck yeah.
I'm sheltered.
There at midnight, hopping the carts.
Mm-hmm. I was like, well, you can't put it on the escalator. So, but that was great. But that day they didn't really have much of anything there as far as like the toys or anything that we were looking for, the pops or anything.
Put a find in the toy section.
We went around the top level, I think, completely around, and it was literally the last place we could have gone before we found the toy section.
Yeah, like it had to be right behind us when we started walking.
Yeah, I was like, well, great day, but. Then we got all of our stuff, walked back about 3/4 of a mile. One thing I did notice.
I was uphill both ways.
Yeah, it was. It's very much uphill. Very steep. Very steep. But one thing I did notice, where we live, you don't see very many homeless people. And I think I definitely saw a few. And I feel bad. That really made me feel bad when I saw that.
Yeah.
So gosh, that was awful. But
the thing I noticed was like almost every homeless person had a bicycle.
Yes, every one of them did. Yeah,
they were keen on recycling or something, getting some cash that way.
California had one thing that we don't have here. They do not give you bags.
Yeah, that was so strange. Even in department stores like Target, you have to specifically ask for bags.
And most places will charge you for a bag.
Yeah.
I was talking to my brother about that today, and he said he thinks that may not be a law, but it's kind of, they really want you to use your own bag, recycle bags and stuff. That's why they do that. Yeah,
retailers probably get some incentive to push it or something.
And they get charged for a bag, but it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So then, what do we got? Day 1?
Day 1 we arrived there, and then day 2 was just kind of the hangout day.
Yeah. Day 2 is the hangout day. What did we do day 2 besides just sit there and watch TV?
I think day 2 was the day we hit the hotel. I mean, the mall.
Yeah, day 2 we hit the mall. Did we go to the gym that night, or did you just go by yourself that night?
I just went by myself that night.
Yeah. I mean, I don't expect much from hotel gyms, but that was a pretty good gym.
It was decent. I liked it.
Mm-hmm. So,
a lot of cardio equipment, had some free weights, had some cable machines,
mm-hmm.
had a pull-up bar. That was cool.
Mm-hmm. Or in my case, a dangle bar.
Yeah.
Because I said they're dangling on and I can't pull myself up. So, okay, now day 3.
Now, day 3, we begin the con.
Yeah, day 3, we begin the epic adventure known as San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes.
And we started out with great. I think most hotels had the bus shuttle, so you got back and forth free, which I really enjoyed that because I really thought we was going to spend a ton of money on cab rides going back and forth.
Yeah, we had to take 2 cabs a day. That would really suck.
Yeah, very much so. At about $30 a day each way. So first thing we learned is a long line.
Yeah, if you're gonna get there early, get there very, very early. Don't try like 5, 6 a.m. You're still gonna be in a mile-long line.
Mm-hmm. What time did we get there? Was it right at 7 when we got there?
No, I think it was 6.
Yeah, about 6. Yeah. So we were at where we were at that point was it was a good half-mile long line at that point. And
at least, okay.
And it kept growing.
Yeah, went out the con, across the street, around the block, and a good little ways down the block.
Mm-hmm. And one thing you told me at that point when we were standing in line, Dexter was apparently filmed right there in that area.
Yeah, we're right beside the San Diego Bay, right there. I don't know the official name of it, but yeah, it's like the whole time you think Dexter's filmed in Florida, but nope, it was filmed here in California.
Which, it's funny, I knew it was filmed in California. I had no idea where they filmed those boat scenes.
Right,
so,
I think it's that right. Kind of.
We're claiming it.
Yeah, we're claiming it. It was funny. We were waiting in line for so long at the point that we were at by the marina that the people that got into the con at the front of the line had time to walk through the convention center, get in the Funko line to try to get wristbands for Funko, and they came out of the building to the point where we were at before we even moved.
Yeah, I mean, they had a huge line before we even got moving.
That was pretty heartbreaking. I was like, yeah, we're not going to get any pops today.
Yeah, so we just kind of just bailed out on that idea, which I missed my my blue chrome Batman.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll keep dropping. I've seen it. It looks like it's dropping a little bit, so hopefully it'll keep dropping.
Do you know if Toy Tokyo was at the con? Because I saw they were selling it too.
I don't know if they were actually at the con, but I saw that pop at the Funko booth.
Right, yeah.
So, but as far as them actually being there, I don't remember seeing them there.
Maybe they weren't.
Now, the Baxter Stockman, was he at the Funko booth or was he at the Nickelodeon booth?
The Funko booth had the regular one, and then Nickelodeon had the glow-in-the-dark one, and I think they only made like 350 of those or something like that. Yeah, so they sold out within 30 minutes. They were gone.
So guys, if you're on watching right now, let us know. Talk to us. Ask us questions about the con because there's lots of con stuff we're going to talk about. Some things we'll miss. If you ask us questions, we can jump in there and maybe remember some stuff. We're old. We forget.
Okay. Kind of got a plan for what to do next year. We kind of scoped the area out and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. That to me, that was really what this first year was going to be. Try to learn things and hopefully get everything we wanted, which I think we both got just about everything we wanted.
Just about me. I'm only heartbroken about one figure, really. I've got pretty much everything else I wanted.
Yeah, the only thing I was upset about was that one pop vinyl. That was it. And I really wanted to get a good sketch on one of my blank covers by somebody, but the few people that I really wanted, they either weren't doing them or were charging 2 arms and 2 legs for them.
Yeah. Did you ever ask Mark Brooks what he would charge?
I didn't, because it was the last day when I actually went over there and talked to him. And we weren't. It was right before we went up to the Aero panel.
Yeah.
So by that point we wouldn't have had time. So that's the only reason I didn't. I would have, because he was working on one while we were there, while we were talking.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, I would love to have gotten something by him.
Yeah, and His stuff's phenomenal. If you guys don't know Mark Brooks, he's the one doing all the Secret Empire covers right now.
Yeah, absolutely awesome.
That Psylocke variant of Astonishing X-Men, that looks awesome.
Speaking of that one, the Virgin cover variant.
Yeah.
I am still baffled by that story. Tell.
I got in line and they had plenty, and she was like, it's 30 for this one, 10 for this one, 40 for both of them. And I was like, I guess I'll just get the regular. Go back the next day and they had one left, and it was 75, was it?
75.
Yeah, they marked it up from 30 bucks to 75 just because it was getting low and stuff.
I have never realized it's the last one. Sorry, we got to charge you more. Like, wait, what?
Right. Let me double it.
Because in my mind, it's like, it's the last one. Here, just please take it so we can put something else in the spot.
You would know.
And because there's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Usagi Yojimbo. I got the last one of that. They charged me the same price at the IDW booth.
Yeah, they should have cut you a discount since it was bent.
Yeah, it had a nice good grease in it. I was like, it's the last one. I guess I'll go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have been able to
get that ahead of everybody else because it came out this past Wednesday and we got it last week, so that's pretty cool.
There's a few books like that we got.
Yeah.
I remember in Heroes Con, there's a book, I don't know who publishes it, but it's called Shirtless Bear Fighter. and I could have gotten that one, 4 days before it come out. I wanted to get it just based on the name alone, like Shirtless Bear Fighter. What the hell? And let's see. Now, when we first went actually into the con, we got through the half-mile line. We're like, all right, we're in. And we get into another line. There was another like hour and a half.
You gotta walk upstairs through that line. Then we get into the area where you're able to get your bag and your program guide and stuff. There's a line for that.
Oh, that bag. Oh, I'm talking about that bag.
Oh, that bag. And then, we're in the staging area. For some reason, the con opened the doors at like 6, maybe 6:30, something like that.
Yeah.
And they didn't open the convention floor till like 9:30, so you just have to get in another line and wait to actually buy anything.
Yeah, you're just sitting there, just waiting and waiting. But the bag they give you, it's a pretty nice book bag. This thing is huge.
Yeah, it's a decent size.
And I had mine not 20 minutes onto the floor, and one of the straps broke. I lost my mind.
I saw people wearing them on their backs the whole time, so you must have just got a dud or something.
I did. I got the worst one in the whole group. And each one of them had a little pin with them too. And
I didn't take mine off. I gotta get that pin.
I think I took mine off and put it in my suitcase, but I don't see it in there. So maybe I left it in there. So I guess tomorrow or the next day when my shipment gets here, maybe it'll be still in that bag.
Yeah, hopefully get it.
I hope so, because I had Batman.
Batman, gotta have that one.
The Batman.
I got the arrow. It was meant to be.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And the first thing, when we got down to the floor, when we first go in, I mean, in my mind, I'm hearing,
yeah.
As I'm walking in. First thing I see is Sideshow Collectibles.
Yeah, that was the first big one.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Statues of figures, DC, Marvel, just everything. Everything you could imagine.
And when you see these things, oh my goodness, they are unbelievably amazing. Hey, Quaid, what is going on?
Yes, sir.
And so, oh gosh. And those statues, the one that really caught my eye was that Thanos statue.
Yeah, they were having a giveaway for that one.
That thing, if you wanted to buy it, you could get it for $1,200.
That's probably the typical price for most of them, actually.
Yeah, I kept on walking. I think when I do my video from stuff, I think I have a good video of that on it as well.
Yeah, I took some videos.
And
they had one man fighting Bane. Oh, that was gorgeous.
Yeah. Batman's, Harley's, Spider-Man, Captain America. Gosh, I mean, these things, Iron Man, Wonder Woman. I mean, just, and they look so realistic. They had the Justice League ones look just like the characters. The Avengers look amazing. It's just, oh my gosh. The detail they put into those is simply incredible.
Simply incredible.
See what I did there?
I do. Definitely get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm. Yep. See, then for me,
it was a little overwhelming when we walked in because it's the biggest convention center I've ever been in. I'm sure you too. I think it was massive. So where do we begin?
Dude, and in the first place we started was right in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when I first walked in, all the thoughts of where I wanted to go right out the window.
Yeah.
My plans were gone.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Eventually, after you like walked around a little bit, got over the initial shock of the main things were right in. Then I pulled out my list and started trying to find numbers.
Hey, Funko, hey, Sick in there, man. How y'all doing?
What's up, fellas?
That's Peezy, in case y'all didn't know.
Yep. Where these cool?
Yeah, if y'all got any questions from the con or anything, let us know, because, gosh, we're going to forget stuff. We're going to forget a lot of stuff. Let's see.
Set up in sections, like the low numbers up to like maybe 2,500 are like comic books and stuff like that. You get into your bigger retailers right in the very middle. And doing those back down the other side, they had like an anime section, and then it went into a video game section. And I think Artist Alley was on the video game section. No,
they're on opposite ends.
Yeah,
we had like when you walked in, you had like the video games were in that far side, on the opposite side of the comic books.
Yeah.
In that front corner. Stan Lee's section was right in there too.
Oh, was he?
I don't know how Stan got mixed up in the video game area, but he was. Peezy.
Got there every day.
So who did I miss? Eisenwolf. What's up, buddy? What is going on?
Hello.
So and Stan actually did come. They said, and I missed him.
Yeah.
Stan missed me. That's what happened.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't think he was coming because we know his wife passed away just a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was really kind of surprised he was there.
Yeah.
And then let's see, where did we go first from there? So I know we hit the Sideshow, we hit the DC, and then for me after that it was like, okay, what do I need? I think the first booth I may have gone to was the graffiti designs.
Yep, that's where I went to too also.
Yeah. Somehow or another we walked, we were right side by side, and next thing you know, I was like 5 people behind you in line. I don't know what happened.
There's just so many people. If you look down, you can lose somebody like that.
Yeah. We like one other time we was walking like back to back, and next thing you know, you were like 4 people in front of me. I see you, and then gone.
Gone.
Damn ninja.
I think you're underestimating the sneakiness, my friend.
So
I waited in graffiti, and it's like they're in staging areas because they have to leave gaps for people to walk through. So I'm like 3 stages back, get to 2, get to the line right by the comics. Batman 24 is sold out. Son of a.
I was like, dang it, man. So I still went through and got a few comics there, like the convention exclusive. So got my Harley Quinn. That's all I really needed in life, my Harley Quinn. Because I didn't get too much Harley Quinn when I was at this show.
Not enough. Not hardly enough.
Not hardly enough.
Not hardly enough.
Because there's 2 more that I still want to get. I might end up getting the Boombox Harley. I still might get that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh gosh, and then from there we kind of broke apart there and kind of did our own thing for a little while.
Yeah.
I kept looking for you and kept losing you. It's like I'm in section 4700, or I'm in section 300. I thought you went the other way. And for those who don't know, that's a long ways apart in that place.
Yeah. I think every aisle is 100, so it's like 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, and it goes all the way up to like 5,500.
All the way up to 50. I remember 55. I was 54 and 55 were on like opposite walls. Then you had from like 100 all the way up to like 5,100, I think. And like going throughout the convention, it's massive, just ridiculously massive. You cannot do anything in one day. You can't do it. No way.
Yeah, I figured I'd do the shopping the first day and panel day 2 and 3. But yeah, we shopped almost every day.
Yeah, but the first 2 days definitely, golly, so much money gone.
Yeah.
Day 3, not too much.
Yeah, not too much on the 3rd day.
Yeah, that's when I got the Mark Brooks autograph that day.
I think we could have got in Funko day 3 if we tried.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing we learned. Funko Day 3 is probably the day to do it, unless you get there really, really early, really early.
Like day before early.
Yeah. Like Hall H, you know, we wanted to go to that. I was going to try to go on Friday. That's when Big Bang Theory and a bunch of other people were there, and I couldn't get up that early. I just couldn't do it. Because, I mean, when we were leaving, the line was already forming.
Oh, yeah. If you're local and you can get a sleeping bag and hang out,
yeah,
out with a member of your family or something, go to your car and take your stuff, but just coming halfway across the country, we don't have the supplies for it and everything.
Yeah.
It's just not feasible.
Mm-hmm. But we did learn something for next year to kind of go around that. Not Hall H, but Ballroom 20. That's probably the place we're going to try to go next year.
Yeah, that line's not as bad. It's hour and a half, 2 hour line to get in. Not too bad.
Yeah, and if we had known that, then we could have gone ahead and we didn't find that out until Saturday. But we'll get to that story later. Which one did we go to? Because Friday we wanted to go to iZombie.
Yeah, iZombie, yeah.
And I you know, looking back, we could have probably gotten into that one.
Yeah, we probably could have got in.
But, you know, can't go back and do it now.
We'll do it next year.
Yeah. I hope Liv Moore will still be there.
Probably. I'd say so.
Because I do love that show. Very good show.
Well, the last season coming up, I don't know if it is or not.
What? Who, what?
Like if the next season they have is the last one.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was going to be. Oh.
I don't know.
I thought you were breaking news here.
No.
Let's see. What else did we do on that first day at the con?
I got the majority of my shopping done day one, I think. I think I bought the comic I was looking for, the Grail comic I wanted. I got that.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the convention exclusives I got that day, except Hasbro. Let's say besides Funko, Hasbro was the second biggest line for some reason. They only had like 3 or 4 exclusives, but everybody wanted them. So I waited till Friday for that one. There was hardly any line Friday.
Yeah, it was one of my friends. He asked me if he actually like yesterday. Yesterday he was like, "Yeah, I was going to ask you if you could pick up a Star Wars figure from Hasbro." Yeah. I was like, "Dude, if you'd asked me, I would have tried. I would have tried for you, man." Because there's a few people on here that I know real good that I've tried to get some stuff for them and I just couldn't. I mean, the lines were too long, and by the time you got there, they were sold out.
Yep.
Like, darn it.
And the more you buy, the more bulk you have carrying around trying to find other stuff.
Yeah.
I left there with like 6 bags in my hands. Like, I can't walk anymore.
Yeah. And then we got that nice bridge to go across to get back to the bus.
Yeah, they had just about every color had its own shuttle line, and daggone it if we weren't the very last one.
Yeah, all the way on the other side.
So,
the NECA line. You know what? I didn't see a NECA line. Did you see one? NECA Toys?
Not unless another vendor was selling their products.
I'm sure they were there, but I did not even see them.
I don't remember seeing them.
Hey, Funk Off, do you know what they might have been selling? Let me know what they might have been selling, because like I say, I don't remember even seeing them.
Maybe like Diamond Select or somebody had them.
I think NECA would have had their own stuff, because Diamond Select, they have their own merchandise. Because usually NECA has like horror figures and things like that. Some of the do they do Walking? No, Mcfarlane does Walking Dead.
I can see it in the shot. That big crow is NECA.
Look at that. Look at Peezy's home office. Look
at
that.
The nerd debauchery.
Hey, every corner you look, I remember when you had like one little shelf, like maybe that one little shelf back there.
That was 4 walls and out of space. Pops are stacking up on the floor over there.
Oh no, they're touching the ground, you filthy animal.
You filthy swine.
Oh, he said they had the exclusive Bill and Ted Reaper.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
I know, from the second movie, I would have loved to have had that. Dang, I didn't know that. I must have totally missed that online.
Dude, I didn't see NECA any of the 3 days we were in there.
Yeah.
I would have swung by.
Yeah. I tell you, another one that was really hard for me to find was CGC. It took me 2 days to find them.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a very small booth, kind of blended into some of the other groups, and it's like, frustrating, so frustrating. I was carrying those things around in that broken bag for a day and a half. Let's see, day two of the actual con. We go in again, and my first goal for that day was to find a book bag. That was goal number one. So I went to, I finally found one at Zenoscope. They do comics, and they do like the Grimm Fairy Tales, which I love the Grimm Fairy Tales. Have you ever read any of those?
Yeah, I read the Cinderella one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they do like twisted versions of fairy tales, and I love it. And I got that. It was $50, but you also became a member of their club, and you got a whole bunch of exclusive comics and all kinds of stuff. But again, I got the book bag.
Yeah.
So, and I also got a trade paperback Robin Hood. So it's like a female version of Robin Hood. So I get to read that too. So it was good, very good. And Think Geek, that was the first place. The next place I wanted to go. And I got that Harley. That might have been Saturday when I got that Harley Quinn.
It was.
I think that was Saturday when I got that.
We tried for it Friday again, and it sold out.
You know what I forgot to get was that Dragon Ball Z when you got the chocolate one.
Oh yeah, Majin Buu.
Majin Buu, which I'm still saying it properly wrong. Oh, by the way, I found at Barnes & Noble, they had posters for the con and stuff. I got you a Dragon Ball Z one.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's not like a full big size one, but it's a smaller one. So there you go. Spoiler alert. Let's see. Well, gosh.
A little bit of facelift.
I'm trying to think, what did we do on that second day other than going places and just hand out money?
Oh, you know what we did Thursday, we didn't mention. First time for both of us at In-N-Out Burger.
Was that Thursday or was that Friday? I think that was Thursday.
No, I think, well, we did Jack in the Box. Must have been Wednesday.
Yeah, Jack in the Box was that first night, so I think Thursday was, after the con. Yeah, In-N-Out Burger, after I ate there, I mean, first thing I noticed, jam-packed, line going around the building, drive-throughs like 20 cars deep, and all I'm thinking is, man, this would make a killing in Virginia.
Yeah.
I sent my brother a message.
Now I'm moving.
I sent my brother a message like, look, dude, you got to look into this. I'm telling you, I don't know if they even have franchises on the East Coast or not. I've never heard of one.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But if so, that'd be huge. Absolutely huge.
Yeah.
And if you're out there, definitely try
that. I think I like Five Guys a little better, and I think you liked In-N-Out a little better.
I liked In-N-Out just a little bit better. Yeah. Then again, now, I will say this. I was massively hungry at that time. You know,
right.
It might actually be disgusting, but when I was starving, it was really, really good.
Yeah, we were averaging like 2 meals a day, so we were devouring whatever we could find.
Yeah. And then, gosh, man, In-N-Out Burger. I want to go back there right now and eat that. Well, because when you're sitting there watching because you're waiting for your food, you're not waiting a long time because they're making it really fast. But you see them actually, cutting the produce right there and putting it right on the sandwiches right there. So everything is just fresh. So,
yeah, that's pretty awesome.
And I thought that was awesome to see that. And that's right after. Well, was that the same day we went to to that little mall? No. I think that was that same day. Nah, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I think it was. Maybe it was. Hell, I don't know.
Let's see. And Friday, I'm trying to think. Did we do anything else Friday? Hit the con. What did? I looked for some dealers.
We went much later Friday. We didn't try to get up at 6 in the morning again. We went, about 10 or 11 maybe?
Yeah, it's probably right at 11 when we got there.
Right in the front door, no lines.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no point to go super early unless you're trying to grab an exclusive that's going to sell out. If you just want to do regular shopping, don't put yourself through those lines.
Yeah. Because when you walk in there are plenty of them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Now, one of the things I saw Friday, which I kind of geeked out about. Funk Off, let me answer this real quick. Funk Off. We did not go to the Funko shop outside. I know somebody else that I know, they went down to it, and they told me it really wasn't much there at that little shop. Maybe it was just when they got there to it, because they got there on Saturday morning is when they got there to it.
Yeah, I'm sure it was sold out. They had like all the Hanna-Barbera stuff, but I'm sure it was gone quick.
Mm-hmm. The one thing that I saw that they got, they told me, was the Hikari Freddy, and I had noticed I already get that one.
Nah, neither of us had any desire for that one.
But Friday, the one thing I saw that I really, really wanted. Hey Joker, what's up? That I saw and I was geeking out is I was going by the Warner Brothers booth, and every day they had celebrities and more celebrities at that booth. If you walk through there, I mean, you're just going into a massive traffic jam. And the gang from Big Bang Theory were coming in. Oh my gosh, I was geeking out. And the two things that right off the bat I noticed the most, and it wasn't Kelly Cuoco, oddly enough, was Sheldon, Jim Parsons. He is absurdly tall and absurdly skinny.
Yeah.
And you can tell on TV he's skinny, but when you see him in person, like, wow, he's almost invisible. And Melissa Rauch, she plays Bernadette. She is tiny.
Much shorter in comparison.
Yeah, I mean, you know she's not very tall, but when you see her, it's like, wow, she is really short.
Yeah,
but
she probably would have too.
And Kelly Cuoco, yeah, I could still use a big cup of Cuoco. She's not ugly at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, Stewart, he was there. I don't know what the guy's name that plays Stewart. The guy that owns the comic book shop on there. But you know, see the whole crew there. I thought that was awesome to see them. Later on, the crew from Gotham was there. And I think it was you that told me that maybe the day before Justice League was there. I think
they're Saturday.
They were there Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay, so that I missed them too. Gosh, I would have loved to have been up there to see Gal Gadot and the other people.
Yeah, the other people.
But
I think they showed up like after we had already left for the day.
Yeah, but we found out later on how to get autographs for all these people. There's a station upstairs that says autographs. Like, okay, there you go. Now we know.
Another line at LionCon to wait in.
Yeah.
Well, you have to get those first thing in the morning. If you do want autographs, you got to make that your first thing to try to get.
Well, here's the thing that we got there, when we first got there, the first day they had the huge line. We were waiting the second huge line. The autograph line was forming then, and it wasn't very many people at that point. And if I had realized, I just would have gone over there and would have known. But
yeah,
again, life lesson.
We'll be a little more organized next time.
How long were the restroom lines? I got to be honest, I do not know, because we did not eat and drink enough to ever go.
I went a couple times, and they weren't bad. They never are. Guys never have to wait in line.
Now, the real question is, how long were the women's lines? They're always longer. So he knows. I never went while I was there because I just didn't eat and drink enough. Which again, huge mistake. Drink more. I need to drink more when I'm there.
I don't know what the split is, but I'd say per capita, there's probably like 60%, 70% more guys. But
yeah.
Maybe the ladies didn't have to wait as long.
Let's see. What else for that day? Let's see. Saturday. I guess we can go to Saturday now because I'm trying to think of the Hall H stuff we didn't get to go to, and some of the other Hall stuff we missed on those first couple of days.
I didn't even look Thursday. I don't think there was much.
Friday they had The Walking Dead, and that's one I wanted to go to but missed that. Friday night they had a premiere of Batman and Harley Quinn, the new animated movie, and I missed that one too.
And that was just in a regular room, right? That was at the ballroom.
I thought I saw that was in Ballroom 20. I might be wrong about that. It might not have been. And one thing I noticed is, and it still baffles me, is right there where the main hall is, with the exhibition hall, no T-shirt sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow. And I found out, was it yesterday, that we actually found that you could pre-order them, but they did have some at a hotel right down the street.
Yeah.
So next year we know that we'll pre-order them next year. So
yeah, I'll just pre-order one next year.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks we won't have one for our first trip, but yeah.
Well, at some point we'll be able to find them on eBay for twice as much, but
Oh yeah, 4 times as much.
I did see the exclusive Batgirl one on there on eBay. It was like $31.
Yeah, I joined a couple Facebook groups for people that have been to San Diego Comic Con just to talk and trade and stuff like that. And a big coveted item that a lot of people want are those bags.
Really?
They're trying to trade and haggle for those bags all day long.
You know, when we were waiting in line, there was one lady, she was begging to trade with people.
Yeah. Like, it's just a freebie. Y'all are all about the bags.
Yeah. I mean, I think I could have gone back and got another one, maybe, I don't know. But I was like, it is what it is.
We probably could have every day when we got a new bag.
Yeah. Well, one thing I did go back and get is the initial case you get with your badges and everything in it. They were giving away more of those boxes. I mean, not another badge in it, but they were giving away the boxes for it.
Yeah,
So
nice boxes.
I went ahead and got another one of those just to have the pin. So that was pretty cool. What else did we do that Saturday? I mean, that Friday. Can't think of anything else Friday that we did.
More of the same, more shopping, walking around. I was able to get some of the exclusives that I couldn't get because they were so busy Thursday. I got in the Mattel line, got right in the Mattel line, got something. I got right in the Hasbro line. So just avoid the hassle and the rush of Thursday and just wait the next couple days. It'll be good.
And so then Saturday came around. First, we tried to get there right at 10 o'clock because there's a couple places we wanted to try to get because sometimes the booths, what they'll do is like hold a few things. And so that way each morning they will at least have a few things there. And one of them was one of the Harley Quinn figures at the Think Geek booth. I went the Thursday and they said, well, we're sold out. I was like, but there's 2 on the wall right there. It's like, I can't sell those today. We're sold out. I'm like, come on. So I went Friday. They were sold out. So finally I went Saturday and I got one. I was the first person in line there and I got one. So,
that's cool, man. I'm glad you got that one.
And the Megatron, the first day they had the Funko. They had 2 of them on the wall. They said they were sold out. The next 2 days I went, they did not have any more. So, fuck off. Where's the X-Men book, Peezy?
Downstairs. You want to see it?
Or do you want to save that for your big haul?
I didn't record it in part 1. I'll put it in part 2, though. I'll put my books in part 2.
Because Peezy, what we're going to do is when our boxes come in that we shipped everything, is we have 2 shipments each. And when we get those, we're going to do like a couple of big haul videos for each one of those.
If you check out our live times that we did there, day 3, I showed all the art in the books.
Yeah. And the artwork. Did you get all those on day 3 or day 2?
What's that?
The artwork, you got that on day 2, didn't you?
3.
I meant day 2 that we were at the con, and so that Friday.
Yeah.
So you met Greg Horn.
Didn't get to meet him, but I was like right there, like he was right there in front of me. But I couldn't get in the line because again, you had to get the autograph tickets in the morning.
Really?
Yeah, I asked her if I could get in line. She's like, "Nah, I gotta have a badge."
For Greg Horn?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was talking about Greg Sipes. The voice
yeah. I was like, we were sitting there talking to him.
No, I did meet Greg Horn, and I'm not really familiar with his art, but when I saw it, I was like, dude, that is incredible. I've got to have some of that.
Yeah, he showed us a sketch that he did because I asked him if I could commission a sketch, and he basically said, he didn't have time to do one, but he showed one of his hand done sketches. Oh my goodness!
It did not look like a sketch. It looked like it straight came off the Xerox machine. It was flawless.
It was absolutely gorgeous, and I should have gotten the Edge of the Venomverse cover that he did. I should have gotten those. That's the one thing I think I kind of wish I could go back and get, but I can't do that now.
It was about $40, but it looked great.
Yeah, it was amazing. And you got some of the prints. I was going to get some of them, but there would be some of you got. So I'm like, I don't want to get the same one you got.
Put them in the house, throw them up. They were awesome.
Nah. But the one in particular was Death Note. Oh my goodness. I just saw that. It was just jumping out off the wall at me.
Yeah, it looks great.
That was gorgeous.
The Shinigami.
And again, check out that video. It is the Friday video we did. And no, Now, you actually just showed that Saturday, didn't you? Because you only showed it the one day on Saturday night, right?
The title of the podcast is Day 3. I don't know if that's Day 3 in San Diego or Day 3 of the con.
I think that was Day 3 of the con. Yeah, and you know what sucked about it is our internet was absolutely terrible there, so it kept shutting off, and they had a thing where if you want a good internet, you could pay $15 a night for it.
Yeah, a day. That's crazy.
And I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna have to pass on that. And I'm just gonna take my chances that it actually works the whole time. That's for me that was the only drawback of that hotel. That was it. But it had good enough internet, so.
Yeah. Any free public Wi-Fi is like that. I mean, you can't really expect much.
Mm-hmm. So,
all the airport Wi-Fi was terrible.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, that was brutal. I mean, as much time as we spent in that airport too. But anyway. So Saturday, we went. I got that exclusive. You went to a booth too right off the bat. You wanted to go to.
Yeah, I kicked myself in the butt because I'd seen one of the exclusives for Nickelodeon before the con, but I didn't write it down to get it, so I forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't look for it Thursday. I didn't look for it Friday. And then in the hotel Friday night, I was like, crap, that thing. So I'm going to try to get it Saturday. And I went right there, beeline right for it, right to the Nickelodeon booth. The line wrapped around to the wall. So I walked to the wall, and the lady was holding a sign that said the line was capped. She wouldn't let me in the line, so I said, crap. And they wouldn't let you stand there, so they had to keep moving. So I just kind of piddled around there, acting like I was looking for something. The line moved maybe 6 or 7 people. It got shorter. I was like, can I get on the line now? She's like, nah, it's still capped. So I gave up at that point because she said they usually sell out in 30 minutes. Like, what I wanted to get was a Usagi Yojimbo action figure that came with a book and like a white display window that opens up. But they only made 350 of them, so they were gone like that, unfortunately. And flippers are throwing on eBay like $200. They retail for $30, but they're up to over $200 now.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like Cryptic. They had a 3 set of gold. They call them golden goddesses. It's the what they call the bombshell. You had Harley, Catwoman, and Wonder Woman, and they were kind of white with like gold on them.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize you could pre-order those, and then when I finally found out, they were sold out. But they said if they still had some left over, you could buy them at the con, and they didn't have any. So looking online, I'm like, man, last I saw, they might be around $280. I think you could have got them for, man, I want to say $100 when they first come out. F that much. It might not even been that much. But I was like, oh my gosh, I want those so bad. And each set is numbered to 250. So I was like, oh man, I can't believe I missed that one.
Yeah, that's awesome. Dang. I saw them at this point. So I was like, those do look cool.
I'm still thinking maybe I'll go ahead and break the bank on that one. But then again,
I keep going in there with Usagi. I'm like, I gotta have it.
Like I gotta wait to pay off this credit card bill first, and then I'll see if I can still get it.
Supposedly there's one coming out. I need to check the local Walmarts and Targets. There's just the regular Nickelodeon animated TV show that's going to have a Usagi Jumbo, so I could probably get that one for whatever they cost, like $8 or whatever.
Did you see the this episode that just came out this past weekend?
I dug it. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I just watched it right before we got on here. I forgot it was on. I saw that I had one recorded. I was like, is this that one? And there it is.
Yeah, the bad guy that he fights, Jay, he's straight out of the comic book suit. I was like, that looks cool.
Mm-hmm. And you know, the turtles in those outfits, they'll have that, some new figures coming out soon. I can't wait for those.
That's going to
be awesome. Let's see, what else did we do? Saturday. I remember I met, who did I meet? I went to meet Adam Hughes. I never saw him at his booth. J. Scott Campbell, I met him. Alex Garner, that is one I was so excited to meet. Gosh, I don't have any of those comic books right here. But he did the covers for a bunch of them in the Batgirl New 52. And he did, if you look up Wonder Woman 614, the variant cover for that is absolutely gorgeous that he did. So I was so excited to meet him. Met him, got a picture with him. I don't know why I didn't ask Greg Horn or J. Scott Campbell. I should have. I don't know why I didn't. I'm sure they would have taken a picture with me.
Now, you remember when I went by J. Scott Campbell and we saw Gambit, the guy dressed as Gambit?
Yeah.
That wasn't him, right? That wasn't J. Scott Campbell, right?
Dressed up as Gambit?
Yeah.
No.
Was he just costumed? Because he was standing there with the girls
I
and he was holding her hand.
think they know each other. I don't know. Maybe she was dating Gambit.
Yeah, could have been. She was rogue, incognito.
Yeah. Yeah, because they had their booth there, and they had like a little stand, you know, like the RX people, you know, they got the pharmacy guy standing like a foot up over everybody else. Yeah, he was like, had his like little booth over, like right there at the end of it.
Cool.
So, and who else was there? Gosh, there's so many great.
Mark Brooks hanging out.
What's that?
Mark Brooks walked right up to him, got a picture with him.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, the thing of it is, I don't know the artists by sight. I know them by work.
Right.
And I went to Alex Garner. I was like, "Are you Alex Garner?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, I know you by your work, not by your face. I'm sorry, you know." Jay Lee, actually, I've met him a couple times before, and again, I should have got asked for a picture with him as well. You met Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, one of the artists, Leah Hernandez, and she had some graphic novels of Teen Titan Go there, and my son loves that show, so I was like, heck yeah, I'll get one of these, and they were like, you know, for the price, just the cover price, we'll sign it to your son, we'll draw a little sketch of his favorite character. I was like, that is too cool. So she sketched out a quick little cyborg for him, and he loved it.
Mm-hmm. And it was
four
really
stories novel too. So every night for bedtime, we've been doing a new Teen Titans story.
And it was really cheap too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like $15.
Yeah, I mean, like most of these people, if they do like a little sketch or something like that, it'd be like at least $30, $40. Because I seriously thought about getting one myself.
Yeah.
Was Scott Snyder or Greg Capullo there? I'm pretty sure Capullo was there, but I did not see him anywhere. Snyder, Mcfarlane. I know Mcfarlane wasn't there. If he was, I did not see him anywhere. Because if he was there, he would have had a huge line in front of him. Scott Snyder, I did not see him anywhere. I know Capullo was there, but I did not see him. Gosh.
I figure Snyder would have been with the Justice League panel, but I don't think he was there.
I don't think so. Yeah, he might have been though. I saw Jim Lee. I know he was there with it.
Huh?
I know Jim Lee was there when he did the. They had a DC comic book panel, so I would assume those guys were there. Snyder and Capullo.
But Snyder's had personal stuff going on with his family though. So
okay.
He might be pulled back for a while.
Yeah, that I did not know.
That's why he pulled out of Justice League. What's the guy that did Avengers? The director of Avengers.
That guy that I'm thinking of right now, him.
Yeah, I think he took over to finish Justice League.
Why can't I think of that guy's name?
I keep wanting to say Ron Howard, and I know that's wrong.
No, it's not Ron Howard. If it is, I'd be surprised if it was Ron Howard. But
Will Wheaton. Who is the guy on it?
Will Wheaton?
Yeah, right.
I'm pretty sure it was not Will Wheaton. But there's a TV show coming out soon with Seth MacFarlane. Will Wheaton's going to be on it, and it looks awesome. It looks kind of like a Star Trek spoof.
Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon. Okay, yeah.
I want to say Joss took over Justice League because Snyder had to pull
I think he did. I believe he did. Man, it would have been awesome to meet McFarlane.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, give me a Spawn comic autographed.
Yeah.
Let's see. Saturday. I guess that's all we did Saturday. Really didn't do anything else.
Till about 3:30 when we continued the line comic.
Yeah, gosh. This is one of those things that I felt so great about, and I felt so bad for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
As we got in line, gosh. What time did we get in line? About 4?
4:30 because we were an hour ahead of time and the panel started at 5:30.
Yeah, because we wanted to go see Arrow. Well, you more wanted to see Arrow than me, which I have now become a fan after the panel.
Yeah.
I'm now up to episode like 15 now.
Oh, awesome, dude. That's awesome.
But, the line, I didn't realize the line was this long. I'm not going to lie. We first got in the little line, I'm like, oh, it's not going to be that long.
Because there was a lady holding a sign directing you, and
yeah.
There's like nobody in that first line, so I was like, we're going right in.
Yeah. And And then you go down, then you turn a corner, and it is a massive line of tents.
Yeah.
It was probably, what, 20 tents or more?
It was all of the building.
And each tent had like a little maze through it. Then you go to the next tent, a little maze, go to the next tent. And the only reason we kept moving is because people kept leaving. They're like, we're not getting in. They kept leaving.
They kept giving up by the hand.
I kept looking at John, say, they got broken. They can't make it. They were broken. And I'm not gonna lie, I was getting close to getting broken myself. And there was a girl that was probably about 4 or 5 people behind us. Had a really good Arrow costume. Was that Speedy?
Yeah, that was Arrow.
That was Arrow? Okay. And so I took a picture of her, and right about when did we get in the building when she left, or was it just before that?
Close though.
Yeah, it was just before we finally got in the building, which we'd been in line what, an hour by then.
Yeah,
it was probably the panel had probably been going for about 10-15 minutes at that point. That is if it had started on time. So we're just like we're just gonna wait it out, and if we get in, great. If not, it couldn't have been 5 minutes after she left. It started moving.
Yeah, they opened the floodgates and tons of people went in.
Yeah, and then we got right to the front of the line, and we were like 5th in line, and they shut it off.
I
was like, no. and then they turned the gates, let us right on in.
Yes.
So we got to see the Arrow panel, probably the last 20 minutes of it or so.
I'd say about 15-20 probably.
Yeah, we saw them ask some great questions, and what was the one guy's name? That dude was hilarious.
He plays.
Because I know where I'm at now, episode like 15, he's not there yet. So.
Nah, he doesn't come in until season 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm. But he was hilarious. At that point they were asking, people were asking questions, and this one guy, no, it was one woman. She goes, for the ladies, what was the toughest fight scene or anything you had to do? And this guy jumped and goes, I'll take this one.
I'll take this one. Yeah.
I'm cracking up laughing. I was like, this dude's awesome. I love this guy.
His name's Echo Kellum. He plays Curtis Holt on the show. He's like one of the hackers that works with Felicity on the computer end of things.
Mm-hmm. Nah,
he's actually a DC character called. I'll have to look it up. I can't remember. He is an actual character on the comic book.
But I mean, one of the things that really cracked me up, someone asked him, how do you just go from long hair to the next scene your hair is braided? He goes, that's my superpower. And the hair just starts braiding right in front of you. I was cracking up laughing. I thought that was awesome. So after watching this thing, dude, I was already a fan of Stephen Amell, but something he did, I'll let you tell the story, because that made me about start crying when I was up in there.
Yeah, me too. I'm so glad I caught that on video.
Mm-hmm.
It's been around on the internet. You might have seen it, but this little girl, she was, I don't know, like 9 maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
I was like 9,
like
10, somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah.
She was a cancer survivor, and she, I guess at some point Stephen Amell had done like a campaign where he had T-shirts that said "Fight Cancer" and it was like Arrow fighting and stuff. And she's like, "I'm a cancer survivor. Do you ever plan on doing another campaign with the T-shirts or anything like that?" And he was like, "Yeah, I do have plans to do that." But he's like, "Are you coming again next year?" And she's like, "Yeah, probably. This is my 3rd year in a row being here. I'll probably be back next year." So he's like, "Well, I'll give you, since I don't have a T-shirt right now, I'll give you my personal necklace that he had." And took it off of his neck, walked down, meet the girl, put it on her, and he's like, "Come back next year. I'll get this back from you. Hold on to it for me."
Yeah.
Gave it to her. I was like, "That is the coolest thing ever."
And I'll tell you what, I mean, just sitting here thinking about it, I'm getting chills down my arm, and I'm about tearing up just thinking about it. It's like, this sweet little girl. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And
he's definitely a guy that uses his celebrity the right way. He's always helping charities and helping people.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't seem arrogant or full of himself or anything. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those people that, even though before this I wasn't a huge fan of the show, But when I really started going, this guy is really athletic, really talented person. He was
Yeah.
in WWE and had a couple of matches in there. You know, people think, oh, it's just a fake thing, no big deal. But you got to have some toughness to
Yeah.
be in there. And he jumped off the top of the ropes down to the floor on some people. I was like, you know, most celebrities, they will not even allow to do that.
Yeah.
And they say he does.
Joe, I
Go
forget,
ahead.
even on that Arrow show, it's like he does the acting, the stunt people probably do the stunts. But I
Yeah.
forget which episode it was, but it was a pretty early episode. He was chasing somebody on foot, and there was a pretty high chain link fence, and he just jumped right over that fence. And I was like, that's not a stunt, man. Stephen Amell actually did that. That's pretty goddamn cool.
Mm-hmm.
Got to looking into him stuff, and he does his own stunts on the show and stuff. And I was like, that's cool, man.
I knew he did most of them. I knew that. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
that is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And
For sure.
for me, I was like, dude, I mean, to end the con, getting to see that was pretty doggone awesome.
Yeah, that was an excellent episode.
Well, almost the end of the con. Then we went to the hockey field. As I'm a huge baseball fan, so we walked over, and I was like, you know what? Before I go, I want to see. They were letting people go into the baseball field, which is right across the street, Petco Park. And I was like, they had the numbers that they've retired of the players kind of out in front. I was like, man, I would like to get over there and just get pictures in front of the numbers. So I walked up to, and they had a huge line going almost around the building. And apparently that was for something with Rick and Morty.
I repeat, he wanted pictures with numbers.
With numbers. With numbers. So I went up to a guy and he was like, well, you can't go in this gate, but if you go right over to the very next gate, you can go in. They're having they're recording Impractical Jokers inside. I was like, come again?
I know, right?
And he said, they're recording Impractical Jokers inside. And I was like, and I can just go to this line right here and go right in. Not this huge line going all the way around the building. He's like, no, just right there. I was like, Peezy, come here.
No.
So, you know, first thing I did before I even went to the field or anything, they had the Hall of Famers, well, not Hall of Famers, but all the numbers that the team has retired. Steve Garvey, Tony Gwynn, who else? Randy Jones, Trevor Hoffman, and I'm missing somebody. Dave Winfield's another one. But Jackie Robinson. The two I really wanted was Tony Gwynn and Jackie Robinson. Huge respect for these two people. I mean, gosh, such great men. And for what they did, not only did on the field, but off the field as well. So, you know, I'm sitting there beside it. And so I go up, like, let's go see what's going on up here. Because I figured Impractical Jokers, they're going to be in like a room somewhere.
Right.
And so I go up the steps, and I'm talking to one of the people that are working there. I was like, is there any way I can get down close to the field to take a picture? And he's like, well, you just go right around. You can get right on the field. I mean, I'm like, I think he misunderstood me. I mean, I'm like, where I can get a picture with me near the field. He's like, you can get on the field in the outfield. I'm like, okay then. So I go down there on the field of a Major League Baseball stadium. For me, I'm geeking out. Josh is hating life.
I was looking for the Petco puppies. There were none anywhere.
There no. Can you believe that? No animals at Petco Park.
No freaking animals.
Well,
not even a fish.
Well, you know, Sal Vacano from the Impractical Jokers, a little bit of an animal. But, you know, and then they had a web show of the Impractical Jokers right there in the outfield. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that to me, I was like, I just saw Arrow. Now I'm sitting here watching Impractical Jokers that I love watching. It's like, this is a great ending for me for this great week.
We didn't expect any of them. Like, we didn't really expect to get in there. We didn't even know the other guys were in the stadium.
Yeah. So. I saw people going in earlier, and I was just like, why? I mean, there's no baseball game today. I don't know why they're there.
Right.
So, that was awesome. I mean...
And for Rick and Morty, though, I didn't know they had such a following.
I was stunned at that. He's not on here right now. Fish Tropic. He's usually on here with me. He wanted me to see if I could find Rick and Morty #1, the comic book. I looked online. I think that's going for like $200-300.
Woo!
Yeah, so I did not see one of those. I actually looked around and I did not even see one.
one of the booths I went to, I want to say it might have been UCC. That's the only thing they sold out of their portal gun from Rick and Morty, and it was gone quick.
Really? Man, dang. So let's see. Did that. After that, we just got on the bus, went back to the hotel, found some grubbage, and then
one more good breakfast the next morning.
Yeah, and then had to leave San Diego in that beautiful, beautiful weather. And then I think we had a stand-up comic driving the taxi on the way back.
Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield kind of guys, rattling them off one after another.
Yeah, like, I mean, from the 10-mile drive, I mean, he had like 800 jokes on the way.
Yeah.
At some point, I was like, I just don't even care anymore.
I know. That's like tuning out.
I was, acting like, yeah, that's really good, yeah, woo, right.
I'll give you a sympathy, ha.
Dude, you about passed out on me. He's like, oh, gosh,
Stop.
But that was actually kind of funny. Then, go get on the... I got a little nervous getting on the plane. I mean, not getting on the plane, getting through. Was because I was like, is my bag going to make it through the 50-pound limit? It tested it. It was like 46 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, that was close. And then going through airport security, I forgot to take my laptop out of the bag. They were holding the bag, and she's looking at me. Now, do you mind if I look in this bag? I'm like, no, go ahead. She goes, all right, now. And she slowly opens it up. She puts like a sensor in there, and she opens it up, looks at the computer. She goes, okay, you can go now. I was like, I just forgot. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
I saw an article online today. They were saying United was actually, they had some rule like they weren't going to let the passengers from the Comic-Con have comic books in their bag.
Yeah, I saw that. It's funny. I saw someone comment. They said, well, the great thing about that is 90% of the people that go to Comic-Con don't even read comics.
True story.
I was like, that's absolutely true and absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who all did I actually see that? I did see. I think I forgot to tell you this because I know you didn't care, but I did see a couple people from Walking Dead go to the Walking Dead booth. I know you didn't care about that. It was Rick and it wasn't Michonne. It was wow, I can't think of the character's name. It's one of the women on there. But anyway, they're walking by going to that booth. And Gotham. I saw the crew from Gotham.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. And
these groups, tons of people taking pictures with celebrities. And I was like, where were all these celebrities? I did not see any on the floor.
I tell you what I did see after I got back. Liev Schreiber.
Yeah.
Sabretooth.
Uh-huh.
They said his son... He was with his son, and his son was dressed up as Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it, yeah.
I was like, well, darn. I probably saw that and never paid any attention.
I don't remember seeing it. I usually try to look up which celebrities walked around on the floor with masks on so they could blend in. I did see Henry Cavill, Superman, was there with a V for Vendetta mask on.
Oh.
I'm trying to think, did I see somebody
I did see a V for Vendetta mask. I mean, I don't think that was as big as he would have been.
Right.
I mean, it could have been him. He could have been kind of slouching a little bit. I don't know.
Could have been, yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Heck yeah.
But a funny thing where we're waiting at the San Diego airport, I'm sitting down, me and Peezy are talking. An old man sits right beside me, literally right in the seat beside me, waiting for the plane. Peezy, he sends me a text. I think that's Lee Ermey from Full Metal Jacket. And I'm like, whatever, dude. It's just some old dude. We get, first class goes on. We go, I'm like, that was him.
Yeah.
He was literally sitting right beside me. I love Full Metal Jacket. I'm like, I could have taken a picture with Lee Ermey sitting right here beside me. I was like, oh, man, I missed a picture with him. Because I would have never thought, he's just going to sit here beside me. I would have never thought that. Like, that was hilarious.
Because I just sent the text as a joke at first. I was like, God, that guy looks a lot like him. I was like, hey, I think you're sitting beside so-and-so. And then, sure enough, first class, he's sitting right there. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Like, dang it, man. Crap. Next thing I know, to take all this stuff very seriously, you think this, who is it? Let me go take a picture with him. Whether it is or not, I'm taking a picture.
Well, you never know for sure when you see them outside of their regular. When you just see them in normal life, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
does that person just look a little bit like them, or could that actually be the person?
I would have been, Private Powell, what are you doing?
Tell me your war face.
I was like, oh, the best part of you ran down your mother's.
The other one I kicked myself in the butt for missing was at the Nickelodeon booth when Greg Sipes was there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kevin Eastman was there. I'm not sure.
Ah,
but,
Eastman, yeah.
But Stan Sakai was there, the creator of Usagi Yojimbo. I was like, man, I could have got that IWD book that I got signed by the creator. Man, that would have been awesome.
Yeah. I had no idea he was there. And there we go.
I never even thought to look for that.
Yeah, Funk Off. Yeah, that's right. I missed the chance. Yeah, that was me. I totally. I mean, like I said, I would never thought twice that's who that was sitting right beside me. Who would have thought that?
Me either. I mean,
it wasn't Kate Beckinsale. What did I care? And I don't think she was there. Gunna.
Movie to promote.
And then the nice, easy 5-hour flight. Boom, no problem to Charlotte. And then get ready to get off the plane, and we check the email.
Yeah. Take my phone off mode, and ding, your flight to Roanoke has been canceled. F you.
That was a long, long time before we got moving again.
It was already supposed to be a 3-hour layover, but then they flight. Then there's nothing going to Lynchburg, nothing going to Roanoke. You can get you on a plane to Greensboro. I was like, well, that's a little closer, I guess. If my wife had to drive to pick us up, it'd only be like an hour and a half drive for her.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, dude, if we can find a rental car, and they said, well, they will refund it, and we'll just go get a rental. And I was like, Peezy, check to be sure we can get a rental first.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because there sure weren't any available.
Yeah, we checked every rental car place, and none had a one-way car. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy.
Okay, we were pretty much at the mercy of whatever flight they could get.
Yeah.
There were a ton. There were at least like 6 or 7 flights canceled. Several of them get pushed back. We're like, we're going to spend the night in this airport. We finally get on the plane at like midnight.
I sincerely think the plane, it was, what was it, 18 minutes in the air?
Something like that.
I think it just went up and down. That was it. And like I told you then, the person I felt worse for, I mean, I felt bad for me and you, but I felt worse for your wife, having to drive all the way down there and all the way back that late. And your son, I know how much, if you guys saw them two talking on FaceTime, you know how much they love each other, how much, they were really missing each other. So I was like, dang, I feel so bad for them. But, yeah, we finally got there.
Finally got him. Then we picked up our luggage. Somehow our luggage made it right to Roanoke. No issue there.
I was like, why couldn't we be on the plane with our luggage? What's going on here? So
I got home at 4:30. You probably didn't get home until like 5:30.
Yeah, I finally got home at 5:30. I drove by. On the way home in Roanoke, there's a Krispy Kreme, and it said they open up at 6. I'm like, oh, well. And I see people in the drive-thru. I'm like, hold on one second. Got me a dozen Krispy Kremes.
Going on 24 hours. What's another 5 minutes?
I was like, all right then. Business just picked up a little bit. So I finally got home. A lot of sleep, but all in all, man, I tell you what, one of the best weeks I've had.
Me too. That was one of the best trips ever. I ranked that right up there with the France trip. It was awesome.
He just said that was better than his honeymoon with his wife. Tabitha, just throwing it out there.
And those are the only 3 like far away from home places I've ever been. And all 3 of those are just excellent trips.
And I got the silver medal. That's hilarious. But now, here's the thing. One of my friends, he's going to say, would you recommend it? And I'm going to say yes and no.
I say if you're a patient person, you don't mind crossing lines, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, there was a couple times, this one guy, he had, I'm not tall, for those who don't know. I'm like 5'6". And there's a guy behind me. He's probably like 6 foot, and he had his child on his shoulders. And every time I took a step, he would take a step, and doggone if I didn't get kicked in the head by that kid's feet. I was about to just turn around and punch the kid in the face, not the man, just punch the kid in the face. I wasn't going to do that, really. But I was like, dude, really? But yeah, if you get claustrophobic, this may not be the place for you.
Yeah. I'm a fast walker anyway, too, so it's like, it was inevitable you would get one or two situations. Either somebody's walking right in front of you and they stop dead in their track right in the middle of the way.
Yep.
That'll run through them. Or they just mosey along super slow. And if you try to go left, they go left. If you try to go right, they go right. And I'm like, oh my God, get out of the way.
Now, I will say this. The last day, I kind of found a way to get from one side of the arena to the other. You go through the entrance, like the what do you call that when you first walk in?
Like the lobby area.
The lobby area, that's the word I'm looking for. You walk through there and you can, it's still a lot of people in that lobby area, but you can get from one side to the other pretty quick.
Yeah, much quicker than inside, for sure.
And if you go there near where that Warner Brothers booth is, you're stuck. You are just stuck.
They had 2 levels to their exhibit, so all the celebrities got to be like up off the main floor, so that's pretty much where all the interviews were taking place.
Yeah, we saw, like for a Big Bang Theory, we saw them up there. I mean, I saw them up there, and then they come down the stairs, and there's a nice little circular area where they all sit down and sign autographs and stuff and meet and greet. And I thought that was pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
So I was like, yeah, next year I know, go up there and get those autographs. Do that. I know panels. Probably try to get to Ballroom 20 because I think that's would be the best way to go. Unless it's something absurdly great where I want to spend the night outside, which I don't think there is.
Like I really want to see Marvel, but I just cannot camp out all night to see a panel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the two things about it is basically you're staying out overnight there, plus you're basically staying there the whole time. I mean, you're basically saying my whole day is going to be in this one room.
Yeah, if you get in the Hall H.
Yeah, if you get in there. Yeah.
You have to do it with a buddy. You can't do it alone because if you have to get up to use the restroom or something, your seat's gone.
Yeah. Well, unless you're that one girl.
No, right. Yeah, she knew everybody there.
Yeah, there was one girl when we first got there. She was standing behind us, and I think she was the queen of the con. Because it's like, I would go there and ask a question, but I think they'll recognize me, so I better not. I was like, oh, dear Lord. I was like, can I just throw her over here in this water? I was like, great day. Was Mcfarlane Toys there? I did not see Mcfarlane Toys.
I didn't see any McFarlane Toys.
Because if I had, I would have definitely looked for something exclusive from them, because they do make some really great toys. So I did not see them punk off. Let's see.
I didn't really see much of any kind of Spawn representation there.
I didn't either. One of my good friends, SPT Killerwood, is a huge Spawn fan. If I had found anything, I would have definitely tried to hook him up with something. So I didn't see Spawn comics. I went by the Image booth. They did not have any Spawn comics. Nothing exclusive.
They didn't have any comics at all.
Yeah. Now, Skybound had a couple exclusives, but they did not have Spawn.
Yeah.
They had Redneck. I did get that. And was there one other one from there? They had Walking Dead. They had Walking Dead set, but they was kind of cool. You might have actually liked these, because I know you don't like The Walking Dead, but they were set up like G.I. Joe covers.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, those are pretty cool, but I wasn't paying $50 for the set. I don't know why I paid $50 for about anything else there.
I know, right?
But that's it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that trip like a 9.8. The only reason it's that little bit down is just so many lines. But
so many lines, and I have a blood vendetta against Nickelodeon now. I mean, the line.
I've got one against Funko because I saw those blue chromes and I could not get one. They were right there within reach.
The shelves were stocked like 10 in the morning. They had everything. I was like, by the time they let the regular people without tickets in line, they're all gonna be gone.
Yeah, I saw a couple of dust bunnies left, and that was about it.
Friday, I think you had already walked off at this point. They had 4 pops left, and I went ahead and bought Young Ford from Westworld just to have a pop that has a sticker on it.
Was it? I mean, I thought was when we left and we come back on Saturday, I was like, well, I could probably go by and get a Gwenpool.
Yeah.
Because the night before, I mean, they had a shelf almost full of Gwenpools. I'm like, I'll just go grab that one just to say I have one with that sticker on it.
Yeah.
And then I missed it, so there you go.
Yeah, when I grabbed the one I got, they had her, they had the Young Ford, and they had the Morrowind, like the big robot looking movie. And they had a 4th, but I can't remember what the 4th one was.
I don't remember what the 4th one was. Funk Off Image did have a booth there. They did.
Image had no comics.
Well, I mean, they had the trade paperbacks.
That's all they had.
But I don't think any of those were exclusive. They had how many comic dealers were there? I mean, I was thinking around 20 to 30 at the most, just comic book dealers.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, I don't think it was much more than. I mean, I'm almost like even if it was that many. I know Mile High Comics, they backed out at the last minute. Not the last minute, like maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I saw a thing today where they said they were really glad they did. They had some sales going on afterwards, and they said, you know, all the headaches and everything and all the money that they would have spent, that, you know, they did a lot better by not even going.
Huh.
I will not support you people anymore for not showing up on my trip.
That's right.
I think they said they'd gone like just about every year. Year I show up, they don't come. Like, really? 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 But
where are they get it out of?
Yeah, man. Oh gosh, Mile High. Oh, you know what? Colorado, Denver, Colorado. Because you know that's Mile High City, so Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
Unless I'm totally wrong, but that seems right to me.
I noticed none of the New Yorkers come. I guess they wait for New York Comic Con, but like,
I mean, Midtown wasn't there. Yeah.
Forbidden Planet wasn't there.
They weren't, were they? That's kind of surprising to me. I forgot about that, but no, they weren't.
They probably just hang out for wait until New York.
Which I guess.
That raises the question: do we try for New York Comic Con?
I mean, can we go 2 huge cons a year?
Might be overkill.
Yeah, it might be financial overkill.
For sure, yeah.
Did I see any other YouTubers? I did not see any, but one of them did go. Spontaneous Entertainment. I know he was there because I was talking to him. It seemed like to me I saw someone else that was there too, and I cannot think of who it was. So I asked a couple of people that I regularly talk to, and none of them were going. But I know Spontaneous Entertainment. I know he was going, and he sent me a picture of his Funko haul. I hate him. Oh, he had. Yeah. I think he got one of everything at the booth.
What day did he get in line?
He went Sunday. And you know, we might have to go Sunday because I think they have the Sunday Fun Day pops.
Cool.
I did see 1 or 2 exclusive that were. One was in like a black box.
Yeah, I saw it.
So there you go. I guess all 5 days next year. It's just another $100.
We'll do it big.
That's just another $100 plus some other interest on there for maybe another night at the hotel.
Dude, have you seen hotels are already starting to book at like $3,000 for the week? For next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll just wait for the con deals on them.
Yeah.
Because we were there for
DoubleTree. It was great there.
I mean, we were there 5 days, and it was right at 1,100, I think, for 5 days. So maybe just over 1,100. So it was like 500 a piece for us. So
yeah.
So 100 a night for us. I mean, gosh, $3,000.
Yeah, like $3,200.
I know if we didn't have that deal, it would have been $8.99 a night. So there you go.
That's probably what people are doing, just trying to grab them now.
Yeah, I can wait to be sure I got a ticket.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I know we're supposed to, but they'll probably find a way to put the screw in on us.
Oh, wait, I think it's still another waiting room. It's just we get our own waiting room an hour before the public waiting room.
How far away was the hotel? What, about 6-7 miles?
Yeah, 5, 6, yeah.
Yeah, but because we were the last stop on the line, so they picked us up and went straight to the con. But when we went back, we had to drop off all the other people at the hotels before they got back to our hotel. So it was good. It was very good. All the drivers were good. No problems, anything. But other than that, yeah, good week. Good week.
Yeah, definitely.
So, anything else?
No, I don't think so.
No? Well, no more questions on there?
I did post a different California song every day we were out there. You'd be surprised how many songs there are about California.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
Did you produce, show one from your girl, Taylor Swift?
I don't think she has one.
Yeah, she done? Wow.
Okay.
Told you she wasn't that good.
Katy Perry's got a California Girl.
You don't want that one. I told you. You want the David Lee Roth one. Come on.
How many boobs are in the David Lee Roth video?
If you watch that video, I bet it's a whole lot more than Katy Perry's. I'm just throwing it out there. And I bet 99% of them are not real. And that was way back in the late 80s when they did that video. So, I guess that's all I got. You got anything else?
No.
Hey, this video went longer than I had anticipated, but I'm sorry. Let's see. Wednesday, we should be back to our regular weekly with T. Rizzle Troy Champney.
He's rubbing in his face so he didn't go.
I'm not that kind of person.
I am. I'm addicted.
And we'll give him all the stuff that we bought for him, which equals nothing.
Yeah.
But that's all I got. And nothing else?
Yeah.
All right. You guys have an incredible day.
So